It looks like we're having some technical difficulties down there in Key West, but you are getting a live look at the second line procession happening for Jimmy Buffett down in Key West. Our Ted Scouten is down there with roughly, he says, 2,500 rather, people there celebrating all down in the Keys for Jimmy Buffett. The iconic singer unfortunately passed away on September 1st, Friday, at the age of 76. He battled cancer for about 4 years, and we learned of that prognosis after his death. We're going to try to get you back there to Key West once we can, but you were just listening into people celebrating. They tried to have a moment of silence for Jimmy Buffett, but the energy was so high that people just couldn't help but to chant his name, and they were just starting to sing Margaritaville, one of his, if not his biggest hit. A lot of people saying that he brings that beach bum island feel of Key West to all of his music, his Margaritaville locations, his concerts that, you know, sources say grossed over millions of dollars as he moved from city to city. As we know, he did have to cancel some shows in the recent months, but it does look like we have some eyes back in Key West for you. So we'll go back out there to Key West for a live look at the second line procession for Jimmy Buffett. It's a bit touch and go there. You know, I think all of the people, the cell signal is kind of bad, but there are a lot of people down there celebrating the life of Jimmy Buffett. They stopped right now in front of Margaritaville on Duval Street. And, you know, the person that was leading kind of this charge said, you know, people couldn't be quiet because they're just so happy. They're not sad. It is unfortunate when, you know, people pass away and you have that moment of sadness, but all the people there are excited about what Jimmy Buffett meant to them. He had mentioned Bubbles Up as kind of the theme of today. You can really feel that everybody there just had this connection to Jimmy Buffett. It didn't matter the age, his reach was wide, and a lot of people over the last couple of days have been talking about this iconic singer and the memories they had of him, whether that be at the beach or at his Margaritaville locations. The second line procession today is to benefit the Bahamian Village music program, and that is some of the philanthropy that Jimmy Buffett is known for, you know, giving back to not only kids, but women. And in lieu of flowers, his family is asking people to donate to some of those organizations: Singing for Change, Brigham and Women's Hospital, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and MD Anderson Cancer Center. All of those are, you know, organizations that meant something to him. Now, Jimmy Buffett does leave behind a wife, children, pets, and animals, and all of his parrot heads that really, you know, felt connected to him. So let's go back out now to Ted Scouten with a live look at kind of the vibe there in Key West.
Hey, let me talk. What's going on?
Hey, we're just having a big celebration for Jimmy Buffett and to everybody of all ages, bringing, you know, stories to life in music and in energy and love and family. We're just so grateful for everything that he's been to everybody, especially us Floridians, especially here in Margaritaville. Forever parrot heads. Thank you so much. Long live Jimmy.
Hi. Hey, tell me, what are you doing here today? What's going on?
Yes, this is kind of a special place. Jimmy Buffett is always and forever connected with Key West. It's a wonderful experience to be down here. It's a hell of a tribute. God bless you, Jimmy Buffett. Rest in paradise, my friend.
Hey, Ted, I kind of little bit about, you know, Jimmy Buffett came to Key West in the 70s, and to see all of these people, you know, celebrating him decades later, even after his passing, I mean, the vibe, the feeling, and that atmosphere has to be so immense.
You know, right here, right now, it's just electric with everyone walking through here in the second line, everyone with a big smile on their face. Yeah, while people are sad that he's gone, this is a big celebration, a celebration of his life, what he meant to people individually, what he meant to Key West, and what he meant to Florida. And the people here are very happy to be able to celebrate his life and what he leaves behind.
And Ted, even you have on your floral shirt, all the people out there in their bright colors, their leis, kind of tapping into that Key West lifestyle, which he's well known for. That's, you know, kind of the brand.
Exactly, that is the brand that as when we were talking to the former mayor, Jimmy Weekly, he was saying that, you know, Key West helped shape him, and he helped shape Key West. He made this Margaritaville and gave kind of the vibe. After the Navy left here, they were in a bit of a doldrum. That's around the time that he came here, and they really appreciated him coming because he was actually putting it back on the map, putting it to where people can see where they can come, where they can celebrate, where they can be laid back, where they can just be themselves. And that's what he was all about. That's what people love about him, is that he taught people just to be yourself, be loving, be caring, and be yourself.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing this mix, this paradox almost. You know, he got his start in New Orleans, and to have the second line procession, I just saw some masquerade masks. It's almost like a blending of where he got his start and where he really made a name for himself. And for all of those parrot heads out there enjoying, I mean, just looking at the people on the screen there, that's a lot of people coming down to celebrate a man, you know, clearly meaning so much.
You know, and think about this. This was all arranged within a day. At least 2,500 people, if not more. 2,500 was the original estimate that we were told organizers believed were in the second line here. But we're seeing an awful lot of people, and at this point, I really don't see the end of the procession. It could be coming up. It's a bit difficult to see down there further, but this is really a testament as to what he meant to people, that so many people came here to give him a off so he can, instead of rest in peace, rest in paradise.
And Key West is definitely that little slice of paradise for Floridians. For those that are just joining us, Ted, could you kind of recapture kind of what Jimmy, the former mayor and now commissioner, was saying to you about his relationship with Jimmy Buffett and what he meant to Key West?
What he meant to Key West was he kind of put Key West back on the map. He helped Key West become the city that it is today. Of course, Key West has its own character. It's always had its own quirky character, but he helped propel that so other people knew about this incredible place called Key West. He made it. That's one thing that he did. He was able to do that, and people know that about him. They love that about him, and Key West loves that about him. That he really helped put Key West back on the map after they were in a bit of a slump after the Navy left. So he was very, very welcomed here with open arms. And as Jimmy Weekly was saying, Key West also helped shape him into the, because he got a lot of his inspiration here in Key West, just like so many other artists have done in the past. And just look at all the people here really smiling, enjoying themselves, having a great time as they celebrate him.
Yeah, people of all ages. You're on Duval Street, right, Ted?
We're actually standing in the middle of Duval Street. This procession started over by Mallory Square at Front Street, and it's going all the way down to Truman. So it's about a 1 mile. It's about a 1 mile march that folks here are doing. So and people are making the march. No one's kind of lingering here. Everyone who's been marching is continuing to march, all with a big smile on their face and a big celebration. You can see all the Hawaiian shirts, the tropical shirts, all the flowered lace that everyone's wearing. All of that just so iconic for Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, Ted, it almost looks a little bit like Bourbon Street, all those people and all of those colors. You know, these proceeds that are going to be raised today for this second line procession is going to the Bahamian Village music program. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, his philanthropy and his, you know, helping out to the women, the children, all of the things beyond his music that he did, and all of these people that are helping in that cause even after his death.
You know, as Jimmy Weekly was saying, he quietly did a lot of his philanthropy. And one of the things that he was really big on that I think kind of gets lost in his stardom is the fact that he was really an environmentalist. He helped Key West Airport is. If you're familiar with the island right around the airport there, there's Salt Lakes. He was the one who actually helped spearhead the effort to save those lakes, and they did save them. So he's very well known here as well, for not only as a philanthropist, as a heck of a nice guy, but also an environmentalist.
And I know throughout the years, you know, some people, the critics, not the supporters, not the parrot heads, but critics, you know, criticize his music, saying it was trash, you know, and, you know, he's not a real legend. But I think that is not at all the case. You can see it in the support that's happening here and just building this empire, you know, and in this community really on his music, his philanthropy, all of the things that make Jimmy Buffett him is surely being seen right now.
Yeah, you know, Chelsea, basically, we've heard that line before. So, you know, if people don't like him, that's their deal. But look at all the folks here. I have not seen anyone who doesn't have a huge smile on their face, all representing what he meant, the love that he brought, the happiness that he brought, the laid back, the carefree, the be as you are kind of thing. And you have all the parrot heads who just really embrace that and also carry on his legacy, their kindness with other people, kindness with strangers, and just how nice people are on the street. Look at everyone just waving, giving the peace sign, saying "Go Jimmy." I mean, this is really a testament to who he was and what he leaves behind.
What's the temperature like down there? I mean, to have this and drinks in hand, and I see fans, I see umbrellas. Is it hot down there? Take me to the atmosphere if you can.
I'm not going to lie, I have sweat dripping down my back. However, at least we're in the shade right now here on Duval Street because the sun is blocked by the buildings. So it's gotten a lot cooler than being out in the sun. There's a good breeze, so right now it's actually quite pleasant compared to what it really could be.
Absolutely. Well, Ted, I'll leave it up to you.
I don't even think that...
What were you going to say?
I don't even think that the heat would have stopped people from coming. I don't think even the heat would have stopped people from coming. They wanted to be here. Look at this. We have a dog right here wearing the flowered lays.
We love
walking
that.
With folks here.
Yeah, I was looking on Twitter. People were taking pictures just moments before we came on the air with their drinks in hand, saying they were going to head down there. They're in the Keys. They had their drinks. They were ready to celebrate Jimmy Buffett. So I think you're right. I don't think even rain would have stopped people from coming out and paying their respects and celebrating his life.
Yeah. Right now, everyone's singing Margaritaville again. You know, I think we lost you a little bit on the stream. That's because so many people were out here with their cell phones streaming it live so all their friends could see, folks back home could see what's going on here, see the celebration of its life and just what it means to everyone who's here and just the energy. Now keep in mind, again, Chelsea, we are still standing in the middle of this. They said about 2,500 people were in it. I think it's more than that because at this point I still don't see the end of this. And I brought it up before. This was all organized in a day, one day, and all these people came here to Key West, and someone's just walking by saying they came 8 hours to get here. So folks are here to celebrate. They are celebrating the life of Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, it took even you and your photographer, Peter Miranda, a little while to get into the Keys, and I'm looking from his vantage point with his camera. I can't see the end either. All I see is celebrations and a sea of people.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you because everyone's singing. Let's listen a second. Okay, we have someone really colorful here. Peter, turn around. Tell me what your name is.
Hi, I'm Kristen McNamara.
So tell me what are you wearing here? What's going on?
Well, the dress is a painting that I've done of Key West. and it's called Pure Imagination. It's got the piano keys. If you can see that. And then I made the whole outfit for when Jimmy Buffett came to Key West for his what happened to be his last show at the amphitheater, and I make everything.
What is this? What is this?
And I made this, which is see the cheeseburgers.
Nice.
Hi.
Thought of everything. What does it mean to you to be here today?
Sorry. We're not live, are we?
We're on the street.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Streaming Tears of Tequila. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I decided to leave the main music industry to come to Key West because Key West hugged me back. And if it weren't for Jimmy Buffett, I know I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to do that. And it saved my life.
He saved your life.
Coming to Key West and the entire vision around the life that he lives has definitely saved my life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the celebration.
There's my cheeseburger.
Oh, and then we have someone here dressed as a cheeseburger. So you can hear those stories about what Jimmy Buffett meant to people, how he inspired people to follow their dream, follow their musical dream. Brought someone here to Key West who we just spoke to. So the procession moves on now. Folks continue to go down the street here. Everyone's saying, "Rest in paradise, Jimmy Buffett. Rest in paradise."
Yes, rest in paradise with a cheeseburger in paradise like that young woman you just spoke to. I mean, she got emotional, which I think speaks to just what he meant to so many people. I mean, the love runs deep.
Yeah, so many people have personal stories. For someone who is such a big megastar, he really impacted people individually through his time and work here in Key West. Got another song going on here. Let's listen a second. So you can see that just the whole party atmosphere still going on here. I think we're finally getting toward the end of the second line here. And I would imagine the beginning of the second line is probably down to Truman Street already, which is about 4 or 5 blocks away from here. So this is really a very, very large, wonderful tribute to Jimmy Buffett. Chelsea, I think that's a great way to end our coverage here in Key West. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're here at the very end of the second line as they march from Front Street down Duval celebrating all the way down to Truman Avenue, enjoying themselves here in Key West as they remember their legend, Jimmy Buffett.
Ted Scouten live for us in Key West, giving us the sights, the sounds of the second line procession for Jimmy Buffett. Ted Scouten, thank you so much. You're looking at live pictures right now of hundreds of people down there on Duval Street in front of Margaritaville. They're commemorating the life and legacy of Jimmy Buffett. You know, he came there back in the 70s, and as you can see, the impact lasted decades, and even now beyond his death. I'll let you guys just continue to look at these live pictures of this parade and this, celebration of his life. You can see kids there, babies, and going all the way up to seasoned adults. The impact of Jimmy Buffett was so real.
I need to go pay my tab.
Chelsea, you still there?
Yes, I am. We'll let you guys go ahead and enjoy what's happening.
Okay, enjoy the sights and sounds of the end of the second line here. So Chelsea?
Yes, Ted.
Looks like this turned into a street party because the folks here have just stopped in front of Margaritaville and they're having a good time right outside of Margaritaville, still celebrating. So this section of Duval I think might be closed for a little while as people hang out here, remember, and celebrate.
All right, Ted, we're going to let you hang out with them. Thank you so much for your coverage of this event, and thank you everybody who has been tuned in for the second live session for Jimmy Buffett. That concludes our special coverage today, and be sure to tune in for more coverage of that and all your news, weather, and sports tonight at 11 on CBS News Miami.
this past year,